Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Manifesting with the Moon. I am here today with Stephanie Cartwright and Emily Cady, and we are talking about the full moon in Aries. It's the Hunter's moon, I believe, and ooh, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. What do you guys think about it?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this full moon. And in fact, it is normally the hunter's moon. And this is what's really interesting. It's actually the harvest moon only because it's the moon, full moon nearest the equinox. So it is the latest the harvest moon has ever happened since 1987. So it's the latest for 40 years. Quite a long time, isn't it? So normally it's in September. But this year, because of where the equinox falls and where the full moon falls, it's not a September moon, it's an October moon. And so this one turns out to be the harvest moon. So normally, you're absolutely right, would be the hunter's moon. This is the time we'd be thinking about hunting, gathering, going and getting that, the end of the harvest. It's yeah, so this is the harvest moon. But it seems really amazing that it's also going to be a super moon, from what I understand. So it's also really close by. So it's going to look huge.
I always
That's,
love the super moons. They're so fun to watch and just look at.
Yeah,
So
that
yeah,
sounds about right. It's been like a kind of crazy year cosmically. So this
I,
sounds just about right in alignment with everything else what's going on, right?
yeah, yeah, absolutely. If you're going to have a bit of change, let's make it big change. So
Let's make it big change, okay? Because we haven't
let's
had any big
rip
changes this year. No big deal.
that. Let's rip that Band-Aid off.
That's right.
it's
That's
not been a
right.
year of it.
Yeah.
Right. And to top it off, it's in Aries, which is pretty, pretty intense, could be extreme. How do you guys feel about that?
Yeah, it's a lot of fiery energy. There's a lot going on. And yeah, I'm taking it literally one day at a time right now.
That's a
I'm
great approach.
yeah, I'm leaning into it one day at a time. So that's where I'm at.
What do you think, Kristy, are some of the characteristics from Aries that, plays out in a full moon, for instance? So obviously, yeah, for any of our full moons.
Hmm. I think that you're going to have a lot of passion. I think you're going to
Mm,
have a lot of like intense maybe eruptions, maybe a little bit of self-worth issues come up. I know that the moon is going to be in gate 21 in human design, which is kind of it's in the ego center and which is your center of like desires and values and everything. So it's going to be really highlighted. And so I
yeah.
think that if you have ever had any self-worth issues or you're kind of like teetering on the edge of, like, oh, am I worthy? Am I not? Then this is really going to bring a lot of that up right now. So
Mm,
beware.
Sorry,
yeah.
having some dog issues with this energy.
They love this energy.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
lot.
I think that when it comes to things like self-confidence and self-worth, it's a really good time with moon energy to use that almost like that maternal, nurturing, supportive to not see yourself as crushed, low self-esteem, almost going into that victim mode that we can fall into when we feel our self-confidence is low or we feel crushed and starting to see ourselves very much as the survivor. We're getting through something. We've got through something. We've got this love where we can get past it. We don't have to sit in it. So almost like building it up. And I think that that's why I like moon energy, because it feels like this is our time where that water is being pulled up because it's being pulled up to the moon, and it's our opportunity to use that pulling up to go, hey, I might be down, but I can pull myself up. I can pull myself out of this. I can raise. I like a phoenix out of the flame. I can rise myself out.
I think that's really nice. I like that a lot. And I think that you're right. The moon feels very perfect for this right now because as it's full, it's a really good time to like really step into that very much like, I deserve this energy, right? As it waxes and wanes throughout the month. Right now, it's a really good chance to be like, oh, yes, I am worthy. I am deserving of all the good things. Let's just shift that identity and everything. Self-worth is it's a very common feeling and everything, and it can be very tricky to get past sometimes. You either feel like you're worthy or maybe you don't feel like you're worthy, and it kind of
Hmm.
just goes in and out, just like the moon phases, right? But step into it today. It's a perfect time for it. Aries is like, I'm worthy. I will go to
Yeah,
war for you. Let's go.
yeah, yeah. That sounds really important. We need to be building ourselves up with this fiery energy.
Yeah, I love that. And I love the Phoenix rising. It's like, yes, use this fiery energy to rise you up out of this. So, so good right now. And
Mm,
we are worthy. And it's just having that remembrance of who we truly are. Like, and as our like divine essence of who we're limitless. We are worthy. We have everything we need and want. And so how do you really step into that in this time? Because I think each
mm,
and every single one of us right now are being called to a step up into our soul assignment. And we can't necessarily do that if we're being bogged down by not feeling worthy, right? So it's going in
yeah.
and doing the inner work, doing the trauma like releases and the releasing or becoming aware of the subconscious patterns that have been driving us and making us not feel worthy, which are programs that aren't necessarily our own. They're our own. They're other, they're programs that have been put on us. And it's about releasing those in this moon so that we can really fully embody and embrace us, our essence.
Yeah, I love that. I wonder whether or not this would be a really great full moon to practice affirmations, because when you just said that, actually saying out loud, I'm worthy of great things. I am absolutely enough. I can get through anything. All of those things. I have everything I need inside of me. All of those things where you're sometimes when you're thinking, I can't do this. Just simply turning that round into, I can do this is all you need. So that affirmation is very often just purely taking that thought and turning it into, well, actually, I can do this. I've done, in fact, I've probably got through harder times. So I can definitely get through this time.
Yes, I love that stuff. So good. The power of the I am.
Hmm.
That is our true essence. And so
Yeah.
if we can tap into that and say it, the affirmation of I am worthy, I am capable, I have been through harder times. We all have been through harder times in this
Yeah.
life or other lives. We all have been through harder times. And we've also we're super powerful beings that have done unimaginable things.
I was just thinking, Kristy, you used to be really into amazing affirmations. And I know that different gateways with your human designs, you need to say words in a certain way, don't you? In that it's like I have, or you need to, I feel I have, or something. With the gateway where it is this full moon, what might be an interesting way to play with affirmations?
Well, I think that according to human design, your activated gates in your throat center have different areas, right? Of different affirmations that will work for you. I can't think of what it is right off the top of my head. I can't visualize human design. I have to like look at it and then I can see it. But I think any kind of affirmation that is a positive statement would be very good if you know what centers you have are defined in your chart, then
Hmm.
you can definitely use those words. But I think right now with the moon being so powerful and coming right off the eclipse season where you have all of this stuff that has come up and we're right there right after the equinox and everything. I kind of think that most affirmations, as long as you're saying them
Yeah.
correctly and not adding in any negativity or like I don't want to say messing up the verbiage or anything, but kind of being more intentional with your verbiage. I think any of those are going to really be souped up this full moon. So when you are
Yeah.
doing affirmations, you want to avoid like any words that would bring things into you. So if you are attracting money, you would not say like I want to be out of debt because debt is what
Yeah.
you are attracting to you, right? So
Yeah.
you just kind of want to be a little bit more careful about uh, what you are putting out there and what you want to attract in,
Yeah.
which
So
is fun. I love it.
money flows easily into my bank account would be a lovely way.
Yes, or I deserve money. I deserve this. I think that's a very powerful one right now because of the activation in Gate 21. It's all about deserving. And since we are all divine beings, we do deserve whatever our desires may be in
Yeah.
some form. Maybe not the exact form we're thinking, but however the universe brings it in, you deserve it because we're
Yeah.
all divine.
Yeah.
So
I
it's
did.
interesting. I'm sorry, Steph.
No, 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 go on.
It's interesting we're talking about this because literally yesterday I spent a few hours just working out my next um goals for the next 12 months. And in the areas of career and money, relationship and love, health and vitality, and the other one was purpose and calling. And for each one, I wrote out my goals and then I wrote a statement, like an affirmation statement for each one. And I used a guideline of it has to be in the present tense because we have to, if we put it saying I look forward to or I want or whatever, it's out there, it's never going to come in. So I have or I am. It also has to be measurable. You have to have a tangible thing connected to it. And then what does that tangible thing make you feel when you have it? So I did this for
Mhm.
all four categories. And so in that positive, here's an example of one is I powerfully transform trauma into through spiritual psychology. So that's I powerfully, I can do this, transform the trauma. That's the tangible and through the avenue of spiritual psychology. Another one is I vibrantly move my body every day and I eat super healthy food. It makes me feel incredible. So it's
Wow.
like being those sort of things. But yeah, taking the time, and I didn't realize I was doing this with this moon energy of all four areas that are super important to focus on and finding that. So you want something that's in the present, if you already have it. You want it a measurable, tangible result of what you want, and then associate a positive feeling. How does it feel when you have that tangible result?
Great. They sound really great for your month ahead or for your year ahead,
Year
because that's
ahead.
what you're
Yes,
doing.
year, but I broke it down quarterly, monthly. So yeah. Mhm.
Wow.
So can
I think that's really good. I did an interview several months ago with these people who wrote this book, and they had this really interesting manifestation trick in there. And they said that when you are manifesting, because this is basically manifesting 101, right? You have to like feel into it. You have to say your positive affirmations so you can rewire your brain. But when you are putting something out there, you have to make it like a realistic thing, something that your brain will literally believe that you can do, right? So you can't like be making nothing in your business and say, by this time next year, I want $100 million in my bank account. Like your brain's
Yeah.
going to be like, come on now, and you're just not going to be able to pull that in. So you really need to like make it believable and maybe look at it in like 10% increments. So like maybe this time next year I have 100,000 or 10,000 a month or whatever. Just you have to do that so that I don't want you're tricking your brain. I didn't so want to say trick your brain, but you are tricking your brain. You're telling your
Yeah.
brain, this is what I want. And so affirmations are a really powerful way to rewire your neural pathways. Science is backing this up left and right and
Yeah.
everything. But affirmations and doing it in the present moment is also very, very powerful.
Yeah. Well, I think this the thing with the brain, your brain doesn't know whether or not it's real or not. So if you're saying to yourself, I'm not enough, I'm useless at this, then the brain doesn't know that that's not a fact. It's just taking that information in and out going, oh, okay then. So you turning around to say to your brain and saying to other people, I am enough, I've got this. Money, I deserve money. Your brain is like, okay then. Because it will just literally go, okay, then, and believe whatever you say to it. So, whether or not it's a thought or whether or not it's a fact, be careful of the words that you're using because the brain is more than happy to accept your reality that you give it.
Yeah. Can I take it a step further or are we running out of time?
Go for it.
Okay, so this morning I was listening to, I think it was Dr. Wayne Dyer. I think that's who I was listening to. And he was talking about this, and he was talking about how, those negative thoughts we have of like, I'm not worthy or I can't make money or whatever, the vibration is so low.
Mm.
And so as we're talking about, the brain is like, okay, this is where we vibrate at. So the universe is like, okay, this is where she vibrates at. This is what we bring. And so you have to like hack your brain. You have to take on a whole new identity to shift and pop out of this low vibration up to the higher one. So by doing those affirmations and saying, I am worthy of making $10,000 a month. I am worthy of making, whatever your number is, and you pop it up, the vibration's high. It's moving fast. It's going really fast. So guess what? The universe is like, oh, let's meet you. Let's meet you. Let's meet you. And let's go and play. Let's play. So that's ultimately why these affirmations really, really work, is being able to increase your vibration and believe it. Just believe it, feel it in your body as if it is, and you'll see things shift.
I want to take that a little bit further and say
All
that
right, I love this. So good.
so affirmations are one of those things that I think a lot of people are kind of dismissive of, right? Because you're just like, oh my gosh, like I just say that I deserve money and all of a sudden it's going to come in. Your brain works on a kind of like a scale type thing, so you have to tip it over the edge, right? So eventually, if you keep telling your brain, I deserve money, money comes to me easily, money comes to me easily, eventually you're going to talk yourself into it and you're going to start seeing it in your reality. So you have to hit that 51% to where your brain's like, oh my gosh, give it up already. Got it. Money coming in. See, here it is and everything. So it feels like it's not doing anything, but it's one of those things. Affirmations is like, it's like the easiest like entryway I feel into this whole world of manifestation because you can really literally just tell your brain like I am whatever. And your brain will be like, okay, got it. Okay, enough already. And here it is. And it really does start snowballing. This is literally how I got into this world like 15 years ago or whatever. When I read The Secret, because I was like, oh, that doesn't make sense. And then I started doing that. I was like, oh, dang, that secret has something. She's not wrong. So just keep doing it. Okay, you got to hit the tipping point. And I think they say that oh gosh, there's like some statistic out there that if you say something like so many times a day, then it's going to just start snowballing. So you got this. It's a perfect time
Yeah.
for it.
And we have to start somewhere. So why not start at something like a full moon, which is so symbolic and so clear and so visual? This is the perfect time.
Yes, absolutely. And I think if you look at the full moon as shifting identities, then this is like a really good to like track this entire lunar cycle. Say, okay, like this lunar cycle, I am going to do this affirmation, and then just kind of see when it starts playing out and how it comes into. I've never actually done that. Maybe I should this month. Are you
I'm
guys up for a
thinking
bit
I
of a
should do that.
challenge?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds really good. I love that. Let's
Yeah,
Yeah.
do
let's
it.
challenge it.
Yeah,
Okay. So
so good.
find an affirmation. You guys have one off the top of your head that's very tangible. Okay. So, and then say it 1,000 times every day.
A
That
thousand.
sounds like, well, it sounds like a lot, right? But
Yes.
But you can start off with 100 if you're like, I can't do that. But just put it on your phone screen. And if you say it, maybe track and see like how fast that comes in.
So like if we put it on our phone to say like once an hour, we say it
10 times.
10 times or whatever. What did you say?
Yeah.
10 times.
Okay, 10 times. I think that's doable.
Oh, yeah,
And
totally.
so is it the moment you wake up, you say it, and then every hour on the hour, say it 10 times until I love this. Okay, until you go to bed. And right when you go to bed, that's like the right at the first, right as you go to sleep and right as you go to wake up, that's when your brain has the most mobility to be rewired. So that's when you want to be saying it for sure.
For sure. And make sure that it's in like a very um, quantitative thing. Okay, so um, like I am going to manifest or I am going to attract $100 into my bank account and then just see how fast you can do it.
I love
Oh,
it.
I love that. I love a money challenge too. That
Yeah,
always
Yes.
let's
feels like
do
a
a
real
money.
challenge, doesn't it?
Let's do a
Yeah,
money
let's do
challenge.
money
Oh,
challenge.
let's pick a
Okay.
number.
Yeah, I like this
Okay.
Okay.
because it's like in a small amount, not like an unrealistic amount.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it could be a hundred, 1,000, whatever it is. But
Yeah.
yeah, I
Okay.
just
So
I got a
Mm.
dime. I found a dime this morning walking, and I celebrate every time I find money. I'm like, I manifested that.
heck yeah. Heck yeah. And you sometimes you just have to like you have to carve the pathway into, especially when it comes to money, right? Like money has so much baggage around it. Sometimes you just kind of gotta like let it go, but also give it a pathway to come in. So this is an easy one to try. Okay, so do you guys have an amount that you are going to manifest for this next month? And we will check in back next full moon. See how fast you did it.
Okay.
Okay.
So is it got to be more than it would be normal, or should we just the arrival of an amount of money that's different? Okay.
I don't know. You can do whatever you want, whatever feels good. Make it realistic, right? If you don't have
Okay.
like, okay, if you don't have like something set up, like if you don't have a business that you can like pull money into or like, actually you don't, it doesn't even matter if you have a business.
Okay.
Just say it out there, right? It
Um,
doesn't matter. It could,
I'm
and you have to look
okay.
at money. It could be any kind of exchange, okay? So maybe
Yeah,
it's like gift
anything.
cards coming in or something, or
Or
okay.
people
Okay.
buying you dinner or whatever it is.
Yes.
Yes.
Discounts that you receive.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to go for something like £250.
Okay.
I reckon £250 is going to easily arrive in my bank account.
Okay.
I love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am going for $1,000. $1,000 will just effortlessly show up in my account.
Perfect. Okay.
Nice.
I'm just gonna do 150 just to
Okay.
see.
All right, let's
Just to
see.
see. And just know that it doesn't matter the amount of money, okay? Anything is possible.
Yep.
Don't set your sights too low. But yeah,
Yep.
this will just be a fun little challenge, okay? So
Yep.
let's firm up on an affirmation. Do you guys have an affirmation that you want to use for this?
I'm going to use £500 arrives easily in my bank account.
I'm gonna say I joyfully um, discover an extra $1,000 in my bank account.
Okay. Um, all right. I think I'm just gonna say I easily attract $150
Oh, nice.
every day.
Every day.
Every day. Yeah, why not? We'll see how
Love it.
long. Yeah,
Every day, girl. Oh my God,
every
that's so
day.
good.
Every day.
All right. I cannot
Well, why
wait
not?
to, we
Why
are going to
not?
have to see how it goes.
Yes, yes. Okay, so make sure that you guys keep track when it's
Okay.
going to come in and say your affirmations, right? Because I think that is that's what it is. But once you put it out there, the universe is like, gotcha. You don't
Okay,
have
so
to be like obsessive.
I have an app. I'm trying to find it. It's a great app to use to track your money, but it's also to manifest money, and it's the secret of money. I think it's called. Let me see if I can find it on here. Um, Maybe I don't have it on. Oh, I do still have it.
But
So
we could always put the link in the comments,
Yeah,
didn't we?
so I'll
So,
drop the link. So if it's like $5 to buy it, it's one-time fee, but you have to spend the money. They give you a check every month or every day, and you have to spend the money. So you're rewiring your brain to learn how to get money and spend it. But on there, you also put in there like what you've brought in. So you
Ooh,
can
nice.
track
nice.
like where's this money coming from. So if it's meals or a discount, like or whatever. So I'll drop the
Oh,
link in here.
very cool.
Yeah,
I've never heard of that.
great.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is the full moon in Aries. Who knew we were going to be doing some kind of challenge, but that is always exciting. Do you guys have
I love
anything
it.
else to add at the end of this?
I think I'm good. I'm
No,
excited for the challenge.
All
yeah,
right.
I'm up for it.
Sounds good. Well, you guys can head over to our Patreon. I will put all of our affirmations that we are going to be using in the show notes and the link below. And yeah, if you attract your money super, super quick, let us know so that we can celebrate with you because celebration is a big part of manifesting. And we want to be on that parade and that party. Okay.
Woohoo!
We'll
Love
see you
it.
guys later.
Bye.